Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm here at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night. Get him in your lineups. Get him in there. And let's go get this money. Thursday, let's go. And remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. What is going on? How you all doing? Welcome back to the DFS Sweatshop, where I am your host, of course, the DFS Jerusalem, and you can follow me on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Big shout out to me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
As it was my birthday, I've got about 15 or so minutes left inside of the birthday. I am officially now a 39-year-old gentleman. I am old. I am old school. I want those kids off of my lawn. A loaf of bread. I could have got a loaf of bread for a nickel. I remember when cigarettes was $1.19 a pack. Gas was 78 cents. I am officially an old ass man. But it's all good, man. It's all good. So, big shout out to there's two people or two things I want to give all of you a big shout out for. Most certainly. I had a big scare. I talked about it in the last video. I since went to the hospital and got that stuff checked out. Shout out to everybody in the VIP, as well as the homies on YouTube that prayed for me, man, that care about me, that loved me and thought about me and lifted me and my family up in our prayers. Because honestly, I'm the breadwinner for the fam. You know what I'm saying? Like these girls are responsible. I'm responsible for these girls. They depend on me, and it's funny because they depend on me and I depend on you all. You know what I mean? And it's just beautiful that when something came up that I felt that could have been a big deal. Like you all, bro. You all like came in and you offered your prayers, your support, your love, and I definitely want to thank you all for that. And then to top that off, the next day, after I left the hospital, came back to the crib, I came back to a lot of happy birthday, we love you, blah blah, and it was just awesome, bro. It was awesome. It was awesome. Like people have no idea how important. Like, and let's be real. Let's be real. All of this stuff is based around sports. It's what sports does. Sports bring people together. Sports, like, no matter where you are, if you're the Trump supporting Republican from Iowa, or the person that never cares about any political shit from Illinois, Chicago, whatever you are, if you're like the rich black kid or the poor white kid or the whatever you are, sports are sports, and they bring us together. And that's why the sweatshop is so dope, because we check all that shit at the door. Like, when we get in here, all we really care about is how to help each other improve at daily fantasy sports, and that shit is priceless. This gives me such a load off from the daily grit and grind of all the things that we go through as Americans, okay? So, I'm not saying, like, we get blind, like, we don't know what the fuck is going on in the world when we come in here. It's just for an hour, we don't worry about it. And then we get out and we get this money, right? So, Shauna James, happy birthday, bro. I just joined the sweatshop family. Ready to do this. Take care of yourself. Yo, Shauna James, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Want to drop a little something on you, because it is one of those slates where I got So we got Kimba. Y'all knew we got Kimba in Charlotte popping off this week. And I wanted to go to this game today. I really did. The funds did not permit it. I really wanted to go. You see LeBron. And this is gonna be a good one. But we're gonna get to that in just a moment. Let's go ahead with our regular formatting of the show. We're gonna talk about not the feature 4 plays, but just kind of give a little foreshadow or a back look at what happened last night. We're going to go and check those games out. Then we're going to take a look at the feature 4 players of the night. And then, of course, we're going to set up for the rest of the week and see how the NBA slate's going to be looking. Now, I'm going to tell you, I got to be real with you and tell you what I did. On DraftKings, not so great. I think I may have had in like $26 on DraftKings today. It was a 3-game slate, so I went kind of light. My best lineup was in the NBA 4K jump shot single entry, so I kind of lost a little bit here. I mean, you can look and do the math, the exact math, and see how much I had invested, I think. But yeah, it could have been a much better showing for me. It could have been a much better showing. And so I think I had like $26 in. It came out with 22. My best lineup was 295. Did not hit the 300 club on DK. So that's just what that was. I lost a little bit on DraftKings. On FanDuel was a little bit better. I think I only had like $12 in. As I said, man, it's a light day for me. It was a light day for me. A lot of stuff going on with my birthday. The wife and I hung out, so I didn't have time to like really hop in all day and build a ton of lineups. I built a few really good ones that I like, and I rolled with those. And all of these were pretty much set, like good. This lineup right here kind of bothered me because it had a chance to be like my very best lineup. I had Irving, Lowry, no Dinwiddie. Stupid me, because if I had Dinwiddie here in place of Irving, I could have moved off of this Powell kid who got absolutely 0 run today. I mean, he got absolutely 0 run today, and that hurt me. This lineup was bordering around 300. Of course, this was my best line. 334 was a good one. I pretty much had Harden in all 3 of these actually. And CJ Miles, man, great play today. Shout out to the homie Q Dub. He gave us the CJ Miles play on FanDuel inside of the Sweatshop VIP. Shout out to you, big homie. So let's go in and discuss the feature 4 players of the night. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy we're going to talk about is the who dat scoring all them points over there, player of the night. This is going to the homie CJ Miles. Damn near 10x on him. 17 minutes. He only played 17 minutes, bro. 19 points, 1 rebound. The dude hit 6 3-point shots and 1 free throw. What the? 1 board, 2 assists, no turnovers because he rarely handled the ball, a couple steals, a block shot. Yo, CJ was cooking. He was cooking today. And it was a classic CJ Miles spot with no Norman Powell. No Norman Powell. Ibaka's shot was just not dropping. Somebody had to step in and knock down those threes. That was CJ Miles. He's going to do this. He's going to come off of the bench or in the starting role when someone is injured, and he's going to score. He's going to score the basketball. So, pretty solid game there for the who dat scored all them points over there player tonight. CJ Miles, 32.25 DraftKings points. The next play we're going to talk about is the how did I miss that play tonight? And I love to preface the how did I miss that play with, yeah, I was on him and talking about him, and I thought but this dude just totally got away from me. I had 0 of this guy. I didn't even think about him. Call me an idiot. I'm sorry. The funny thing is, one guy in the shop was like, what do you think about this guy? And I didn't even answer the question. It was so laughable to me. I was like, fuck out of here. What an idiot. But no, Patty Mills. Patty Mills balled. 30 minutes, 19 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 4 3-pointers made. Also had 4 steals and a block shot. Only turned the ball over once in 30 minutes. 1 turnover. That was killer, bro. Patty Mills, shout out to you. You are the how the fuck did I miss that play tonight? I should have been on him in some way, shape, or form, but I was not. The next guy I'm going to talk about is the heat check play tonight. Now, it gives me great honor to give this gentleman this award for the night because he has been sorely disappointing so far this season. And me being a point guard, an undersized point guard at that, he's a guy that I really identify with. Cats like him, Kimba, like I like those cats because they're gritty and they grind and they play hard and they hustle for every loose ball and they go out and they Isaiah Thomas, cats like that. I like those type of cats. And tonight's heat check play is gonna be the homie Kyle Lowry. Yes, he didn't score the most points on the night. He did not. But what he did do was go out and play 37 minutes. This is a kid last year, man. He played 40 minutes a ton of times. I think he was in the top 3 or top 4 in minutes played per game last year, and we haven't been seeing that, bro. Lowry has not been getting the minutes, but 37 minutes today, 19 points, 5 boards, 10 assists, got the double-double bonus. That was nice. Only 2 turnovers. In 37 minutes of basketball, as a primary ball handler, only 2 turnovers. Very nice. 1 steal. Pretty solid game there for the homie Kyle Lowry. You are tonight's Heat Check Play Tonight. Salute to you. Now, we must discuss that one motherfucker. Let's talk about this motherfucker because I not only do I want to highlight him with his snowflake ass, I also want to give you a little bit of backstory and let you know when is it okay to play this cat, because I think this guy was a lot higher owned than he should have been. Like, people that, and I'm not saying it's like smart motherfuckers should have known, because that's whack. That's that hindsight shit, and it's always easy to act like you were a genius after the games are already played, okay? But I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory and why this guy should not have been so high owned. Let's go ahead and talk about it with his snowflake ass. Serge, what's up, Serge? What's happening, Serge? You chilling over there? You over there chilling at 5.2? Guess what? He's a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass, and I'm not going to roster your bitch ass again. Now I'm going to give you a few reasons why the ownership on Serge should have been way far down. Number 1, Serge is the 3rd scoring option on the team, right? On a good day. On a good day. When everything is popping for Serge, he is the 3rd scoring option on the team. This is when nobody is hurt and everybody's playing, and he hits his first couple jump shots, and then they're like, you know what? Don't give it to Valanciunas. Serge is pretty hot tonight. Give him the ball. But that doesn't happen all the time, okay? So usually they're going to go and play. You're going to see guard play at the top from Kyle Lowry and DeRozan, who I told you to play, and then you're going to see Valanciunas, right? Like, really, do you see Serge get off at the 4 spot? Really, are you going to see that? The only time you really see Serge get off is when it's 2 scenarios, okay? And somebody has to be out for him to do this. When there's no Valanciunas and Serge shifts over to the 5. Sometimes this can happen in game. Sometimes it can happen to begin the game when Valanciunas is out, right? But you're not going to see that unless something is wrong. Early foul trouble for Valanciunas, so Valanciunas can't play. Secondly, it's when DeMar DeRozan or Kyle Lowry, probably more than likely DeRozan, is not on the court, because that's going to push Serge Ibaka to the forefront as a secondary scoring option. Then you're going to see him have the green light to shoot as much as he wants. And honestly, the guy shoots better with the green light than he does working into a normal flow of the offense. So if you play Serge Ibaka today, count it as a lesson learned. Look at his surroundings. He is a situational type player. And there's a few players like this that I want to highlight for you as the season goes on. He is a situational style player. He's a guy where you look at everything surrounding him, the stars align properly, yes, you give him a shot. He's not an everyday start guy. He once was when he matched his offensive propensity with a defensive skill set. He was an everyday player, but now he doesn't play hard on defense. He's just not that guy, because even though he only scored 5 points and he should have had 10, 15 boards. He doesn't work hard on the glass like he used to. He should have had more blocks, maybe a steal or 2. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't do that. So you can't play him with that type of confidence unless it's the right situation. So now that we've jumped on his old snowflake ass for the evening, I ain't gonna roster your bitch ass again unless the situation is all right. Right? Let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of the action from last night. Kind of talk about, go game by game, discuss a little bit. Maybe you didn't get a chance to watch the games. I know I did. Let's go ahead and discuss some. And we're gonna do that. You know, not a ton of time. Just gonna talk about them. So, right. First game we're gonna be talking about is the Boston Celtics going to Brooklyn to take on the Nets. And you know what? I figured this game would not be an overwhelming blowout, which is why I did have some Boston stacks in there. I did have a little bit too much Kyrie Irving to really make money on DraftKings, as you saw. But I had very little of them on FanDuel, so that worked out pretty well. Jason Tatum in 30 minutes, 19 points, 4 boards, 3 steals, a block shot, while shooting 66% from the field. Solid game there. Marcus Morris, a double-double in 25 minutes, 21 and 10 to go with an assist, while shooting 66% from the field. Al Horford, bro, 17 points, 11 boards, 3 assists, while shooting 80% from the field. Around the basket, bro, the Boston Celtics just killed. They just crushed. They really did. Jaylen Brown, in his 31 minutes, 14 and 4 to go with 3 assists and 3 steals while shooting 55% from the field. And Kyrie Irving, the best player on the team, shoots 40% from the field, going 8 for 20. He did have 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Off of the bench, Marcus Smart, 6 and 5 to go with 2 assists while shooting 1 for 8 from the field. Bad shooting game there for him. On the Brooklyn Nets side, everybody was on Dinwiddie. It made perfect sense. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 11 assists. Also had a block shot while shooting a paltry 28% from the field. Come on, bro. We got to do better than that. Harris off of the bench. Nice one. 19 points in 19 minutes. He also had 4 rebounds while shooting 50% from the field. Trevor Booker, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal while shooting 50% from the field. And DeMarre Carroll, only 9 points, but he did get 7 boards and have an assist in his 30 minutes. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, 16 and 9 to go with 1 assist while shooting 53% from the field. Pretty solid game there. And Allen Crabbe chipped in 15 points in 32 minutes. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals in his 32 minutes, of course. And, of course, your homie, Karis LeVert, man, 15 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Only played 22 minutes. He should have had a lot more playing time because he was pretty hot. Next game I'm going to be talking about is the Toronto Raptors going to Houston to take on the Rockets. I thought a big game could have been in store for Harden here. But turns out, bro, they got ran off the floor by the Raptors. The Raptors were on their ass the entire game. And we're talking about OG Anunoby in 29 minutes had 16 and 2 to go with 1 assist and 1 steal. And it kind of threw us for a loop because a lot of us thought that CJ Miles was going to be automatically starting. But they put Anunoby in there to bring Miles off of the bench to provide that scoring punch, which is exactly what happened. So that was a really solid play there. Jonas Valanciunas in 16 minutes had 12 and 7 to go with 1 assist. We saw DeMar DeRozan for 33 minutes. He had 27 and 6, with 5 assists, 1 steal, while shooting 43% from the field. And of course, the Heat check player tonight, Kyle Lowry, 19 and 10 assists, with 5 rebounds and 1 steal. Pretty solid game there. CJ Miles off of the bench, 19 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals, and DeLeon Wright in 25 minutes had 14 and 2 assists, with 2 rebounds and 1 steal. Pretty solid game there. For Houston Rockets side, Eric Gordon, man, was horrible. Eric Gordon sucked last night, bro. He played a ton of minutes, 33 minutes. He had 12 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal. He shot 3 for 12 for 25% from the field. And that means the next time out, Eric Gordon is going to be on fire. Clint Capella in 28 minutes, 11 points, 11 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals, while shooting 71% from the field. And Trevor Ariza, man, 20 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, while shooting 54% from the field. Pretty solid game there. Jim Harden in 39 minutes had 38 and 6 rebounds to go with 11 assists, 1 block shot while shooting 32% from the field. Not a really great shooting game for a couple of those Houston Rockets, man. The next game we're going to be talking about is the San Antonio Spurs and the Dallas Mavericks. This game took a long time to kind of get moving. It was pretty slow and grindy the first half, but the second half, teams loosened up a little bit and they started to play well. Kyle Anderson, really thought I was going to get more from him. In 33 minutes, he had 7 points, 8 boards, 3 assists. He did have some defensive stats with a steal and 2 blocks. He only shot 4 times and hit 1 of them for 25% from the field. That was horrible. LaMarcus Aldridge in 35 minutes had 32 points, a season high for him, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 2 big block shots. Pretty solid game there. We saw Paul Gasol for 23 minutes. He had 2 points, 10 boards, and 4 assists while shooting 20% from the field, 1 for 5. Patty Mills, man, lit it up. 19 and 3 rebounds to go 2 assists, 4 steals, 1 block shot, and shooting 53% from the field. Pretty solid game there. DeJounte Murray off of the bench in 19 minutes. He had 10 points, 7 rebounds, also shooting 57% from the field. Not bad, but not great either. How many points did the first place person in the Money Maker have on draft? I'm not sure. Okay. Wesley Matthews for Dallas Mavericks. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. We're shooting 36% from the field, not good. Dirk Nowitzki, man, I gotta go check out Dirk Nowitzki's splits and see what's going on with him because he will have a shitty game and not play at all, and then turn around and play 28 minutes and do what he did tonight. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, a block shot, 62% from the field, hit 1 3-point shot, pretty good. Dennis Smith Jr. is the truth, bro. I really wish that we didn't get Frank Nitti and we got Dennis Smith Jr. That dude is the fucking truth, man. 27 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, while shooting 43% from the field. Hit 5 of 11 3-point shots. He is not afraid to jack it up. JJ Barea for the bench, 16 and 6 with 4 assists and 1 steal. Pretty solid game there from JJ Barea. So now that we've looked at all the games from last night, let's go ahead and look forward. Let's take a look because Wednesday today we've got 11 games on deck, and that's pretty sweet, bro. I like this. 11 really nice games on deck. That's not bad at all. Then Thursday we're back down to a 2-game slate. I know we're gonna have some of that. Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, don't play it," but we're gonna play it. And then Friday we are back up to 11 games, and then Saturday we have a 7-game slate, which would be good. And the thing about the Saturday 7-game slate that I do like is that all the games start at 7. It's not like there's like some early shit at 3:30, and you can't really get a full slate of games in there. I like this. You get 7 o'clock on Saturday. Good games going to be starting. I may even go to this game. The Clippers going to Charlotte. That's probably going to be some cheap tickets. I might go. All right, and then Sunday, that's when we get that 3:30 shit. We got 6 games. The main slate probably going to be the 6 o'clock to 9:30 slate. And then you have that 3:30 and 5 o'clock. So be on the lookout for that. It should be a pretty solid week of basketball. But it is Wednesday. So let us go hit up the RotoQL site and discuss the games here for Wednesday. Let's do it. Here we go. Bam. Okay, so the slate kicks off at 7:30. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. The slate kicks off 7:30. That's gonna be nice. Let us go ahead and get to it. For the first game we got is gonna be the Sacramento Kings going to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. And just a quick disclaimer, man. This is RotoQL, man. Really solid shit, bro. This is my favorite. This is my go-to DFS tool. And if that changes, I am going to be honest with you and tell you. You know why? Because RotoQL does not pay me to say any of this. I'm just telling you from the heart, real talk, what I use. You can ask people in the group. This is what I use. I love this site. I love the way they set it up. I went through it with MLB. We did NFL and now NBA. I like it. I'm gonna continue to use it until I find something better or until something better comes out. So this is just my shit. So we got Sacramento and Atlanta. This is a 205-point total with the Sacramento Kings, the road dog, going into ATL, man. Sacramento players, they're young. They're young, hip. De'Aaron Fox. They're gonna go out probably in Atlanta and enjoy some of the nightlife. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna grab a veteran from this team. Like I think Zebo is in play for me here. Zach probably is not gonna go to the strip club. He's probably gonna smoke a couple of L's, chill in the hotel room while Willie Cauley-Stein and De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield go out to club the Blue Flame or Nicky's or some shit and go completely ham. So Zebo is a guy that I'm definitely gonna be taking a look at here. Where we at? We on we on DraftKings. I do like, yeah, give me him. And we love to attack point guards. We love to attack point guards against Atlanta. So I think George Hill at 3.9, cheap as shit, bro. He's gonna be in play for me in the spot. George Hill, the veteran, probably not gonna go out in Atlanta. Give me some Zebo, give me some George Hill, a couple of old guys. Dennis Schroeder's in play, of course. 33% usage. He's under 7K. Yes, he's in play. Bays has been crushing lately. He really has been. Let's open this up because I want to take a look at this, and I really get a chance to say this, okay? But look at Bays' last 5 games. 6 actually. All right, 44, 21, 44, 19, 42. I mean, the dude has been crushing. And this is against some pretty solid teams, man, against Cleveland, Boston, Detroit. Washington wasn't that great, but New Orleans, like, he's been crushing. And I think I can get behind him here in this spot too. I definitely can. You got Dwayne Dedmon at 5.1. Yes, he is going to be usable, but it is an 11-game slate. We don't have to get too jiggy with it. Those are going to be the guys that I like there. This game we got is going to be the Washington Wizards going to Miami to take on the Heat. 210.5 point total. The Miami Heat are the home favorite here, giving up 1 point to the Wizards. John Wall, usually I would tell you I am not playing. I am not playing anybody. A point guard in Miami. But I'm telling you, bro, I have never. Have you ever seen John Wall this freaking cheap? I don't think I've ever. Okay, let's go back. Let's backtrack. 8.7. This is the cheapest I've ever seen John Wall. Do you see this? Okay, I don't care. Okay, I'm playing John Wall. There's absolutely no reason for me to. Okay, 8.6 against Memphis, and he dropped 53. Okay. He was 8 point, and at one point last year, like that was like the worst matchup for point guards was against the Grizzlies. Like you didn't want to play any point guard against the Grizzlies, and 8.6, that is nuts. That's the lowest I've ever seen him. 8.8, which is close against Milwaukee. He dropped 52. That was another tough spot for point guards. He just means so much to the offense. Okay, 8.6 against Charlotte. 59 he drops. So, yo, whenever this dude is like that cheap, he is going ham. 8.9. He dropped 57. Yeah, I'm okay. 8.7 against Orlando. He dropped 75. 8.9, 51. 8 point. This yo, give me some 8 point. Okay, give me some John Wall, bro. Yeah, 8.8, 46. The worst game he ever had was against Boston. He was 8.6 and he only had 35. But I like John Wall here. I definitely do. And I hate to play point guards against Dragic in Miami. But John Wall, the catalyst, bro. Love him in the spot. I think that, you know, Otto Porter is in line. See some solid minutes here in a good game. Bradley Beal could definitely eat in this spot. A lot of people looked and say maybe you can attack cats against you could attack Hassan Whiteside in some spots, but I'm not really gonna be going there. I don't have to do that. Oubre Jr. off of the bench at 4.7 does look like he can be playable, but we may not have to do that on an 11-game slate. Hassan Whiteside, don't love him, but I can play him. Dragic does look appealing under 7K. Dion Waiters 2 at 5.8. I kind of like Dion Waiters here in this spot. Josh Richardson does interest me some. No James Johnson. That's as far as I can go. Next game we got is going to be the Utah Jazz and my New York Knicks. We got Ricky Rubio. Yes, play Rubio on the spot. I think Derek Favors, of course, at 5.6 is playable, but I don't love him like I did the other night. Donovan Mitchell, of course, is a guy that you can look to without question. Jonas Jerebko probably going to get the start here at 3.7 on some fluky shit. I can see him playing well against my New York Knicks. Cantor is a stone cold lock for me at 6.6. I am going to have him in a couple of spots. Hardaway, not so much. I don't really love Hardaway here. Kristaps, 8.9 is definitely playable. Definitely playable. Frank Nitti off of the bench at 3.9. I could get used to that as well. Next game we got is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers going to Charlotte to take on the Hornets. The Cavs are taking a 1.5 point favorite tag into Charlotte here. Mike's going to be here for this one probably. Whenever the big names come to Charlotte, Mike always attends at least the first half. And when I'm telling you, whenever Mike is in the building, see, this is something that you ain't gonna know unless you go to Hornets games, bro. When Mike is in the building, Kimba goes ham. Okay, there's the hose on this side, and then Mike is on this side, and Kimba is not only playing for the hose, but he's playing for Mike. And I'm telling you, Kimba goes ham when Mike is in the building. You get Kimba at 7.4. You've got to love that. Point guards and shooting guards have been crushing Cleveland all year long. You can get Kimba and John Wall in the same lineup and still feel really good about everything else. The one problem that I am going to have is Nick Batum. We need to find out what the minutes are going to look like in terms of Nick Batum here. Dwight Howard, yes, I kind of like him too. Kimba got him only in one area code. That's it. That's it in Charlotte, baby. That's it in Charlotte. So I want to look at this, okay? Because Nick Batum, let's see some player notes. Okay, Batum is expected to play. This was 10 minutes ago, okay? Batum is expected to play during Wednesday's game against the Cavaliers. He has yet to play this year while recovering from an elbow injury. I remember I saw that in the preseason. He took part in 5-on-5 scrimmage Sunday and Monday and didn't experience any setbacks, so he's been cleared to make a season debut. According to Steve Clifford, Batum will start and play limited minutes. As the return, Jeremy Lamb will likely come off the bench. All right, so that means the whole Lamb is dead. That means Lamb is dead. That means you can't really play Nick Batum because the minutes are limited. We're gonna see how limited as we move on throughout the day. But this dude is 4.6, and I'm telling you, Nick Batum is actually the best all-around player on the team. Better than Kimba, better than Dwight Howard. Like, he's the best all-around player on the team, and you'll see as he gets reacclimated to the system and how it all shakes out. Okay, so I definitely think that you can look at Nick Batum. Well, they're going forward, just not right now because he's injured and they're going to get limited minutes. Marvin does interest me here for the simple fact that I think MKG is going to be guarding LeBron, so you can easily count on MKG for a couple of quick fouls and to not play much in the first half. That's going to bring in cats like Marvin Williams, maybe even Jeremy Lamb here at 5.7. Frank Kaminsky is in play at 4K. I kind of like that. Okay. What is this stuff with Kimba? Okay. All right, let me go back, okay? And this is completely in respect to the ladies, okay? This is respect. I have 4 daughters. I don't want to be disrespectful. Okay. If you're a guy and let's say you're at the park and you're playing ball and you're having a good time, you're playing ball, and your girlfriend shows up. Hey baby, how you doing? We play so much harder with our girlfriends watching. We play so much harder when our girlfriends are watching us. And one day, I can't. Kimba was like hitting buckets. I was watching him. He was balling. He was hitting buckets, and he kept looking over to this area where there were a few beautiful women. I guess they knew him. I guess I don't know. I don't know exactly how it went down. I don't know, but and that kind of Kimba got the host. You know what I'm saying? And when he's at the crib, when he's in Charlotte and he's playing well in front of his girls or the girls he likes or whoever, whatever, he balls out. And that's where that came. It's a stretch out joke. If it's offensive, we'll stop it right now. I'm sorry about that, but Kimba got the host, right? So on the other side, of course, LeBron James is in play at 10.9. The dude was 1 rebound short of a triple-double in MSG. He should have been credited with that, but that's a different story. Kevin Love, I can't get there at 7.4. Crowder does interest me some at 3.9. He's very cheap and a very solid matchup. Also, J.R. Smith, man, at 4.2 is interesting. He's pretty interesting. I kind of like him. Dwayne Wade, no. Jeff Green, maybe off of the bench at 4.1, does interest me some. Next game we got is going to be the Indiana Pacers and the Memphis Grizzlies. I have been riding on Victor Oladipo all year long. Like, that's my guy. I love what I'm seeing from him. But you got to take a look at this, man. This is one of the worst teams, one of the worst teams or best teams in the league against the shooting guard. So I don't love Vic Oladipo here. I don't really love Miles Turner. I think maybe Darren Collison could be in play at 5.5. He's just so cheap. Maybe some Bojan Bogdanovic is a guy that we can use. On the other side, Mike Conley being a game-time decision. If Mike Conley doesn't play, then that does bump up Collison even more for me. That's why I kind of like him already. So if we don't see Mike Conley, that definitely puts Collison in play for me, even though we're going to Memphis to the grindhouse. So who do I like here? If I got no Conley, that's gonna put Marcus Gasol in play for me easily. Maybe some Dylan Brooks, Ricky Reek at 6.6 is gonna be a guy that I'm gonna use. And of course, whenever you don't, whenever you don't see like Mike Conley, just stop what you're doing and lock in Mario Chalmers. Whenever Conley doesn't play, the core 4 turns into a core 5 because I've got Chalmers. I've got Chalmers. Okay. That's just that. I've got Chalmers. So next game we got is going to be Detroit Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks. Andre Drummond, man, 9K. The price is just too high for him today. I can't get there. 11.3 for Giannis seems doable. Eric Bledsoe is still cheap. I'm still waiting on him to have that nice I am a part of the Milwaukee Bucks game. But Chris Middleton ain't let that happen because he is shooting the lights out. 6.5. Yes, I do like Chris Middleton. He's like my favorite play from the Milwaukee side of this game. I think John Henson is a guy that's in play at 4.7 if you wanted to use him. Reggie Jackson, I don't really love to play point guards a ton against Milwaukee, but I think he's here. I think he's good. Because, now that Bledsoe is starting, who is a subpar defender, it was different. Brogdon was a better on-ball defender than Eric Bledsoe is. Bledsoe is a better scorer and, just a more experienced, seasoned player. But I think that, with Reggie Jackson, he can give it to Eric Bledsoe. So I'm going to take a shot at him at 6.1. Since I don't love Drummond, Tobias Harris is definitely a guy that's going to be in play. He's going to be on the court a ton, just as much as Giannis is. So I think that's a dope. Look at this. Giannis at 11.3, Tobias at 6.7. I'm not saying Tobias can score. I'm not saying Tobias can score as much as Giannis can. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that could be a solid discount playing Tobias and not if in the lineups where you don't have Giannis, because he's going to be on the court a lot. Avery Bradley at 5.9 does interest me. He has been crushing lately. Let's take a look at what Avery Bradley's been doing, man. Let's take a look. 36, and that was at 5.7. 26, 20, 34, 36. That was against Milwaukee and Sacramento. So they just played Milwaukee, and he dropped 36.5. So I like him. I'm going to be using some Avery Bradley here in this spot, most definitely. Next game, we got San Antonio Spurs back-to-back going to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves. We've got Minnesota giving up 5 at the crib. It's a solid smash spot in my opinion for a couple of the Minnesota guys, namely Jimmy Butler under 7K. Give me that. Jeff Teague at 6.1. I like him in the spot, especially if we get popped in some way. Because remember, Popovich, even though it's the beginning of the season, he still will rest guys on a second game of a back-to-back. But if not, Towns, I can play him. No Aldridge, Towns is in play, but if Aldridge plays, he is in play at 8.2, certainly. I think Kyle Anderson at 4.5, very cheap, is a guy that you can use in the spot. Patty Mills, coming off of a really nice game, one of the worst teams in the league against point guards. I could definitely see playing Patty Mills or DeJounte Murray at 4.6 in the spot easily. I can see that happen. Next game we got is going to be the Toronto Raptors and the New Orleans Pelicans. Toronto, another team on a back-to-back. Give me the Twin Towers here, man. I love Anthony Davis being priced at 10.5. Davis, Boogie, yes. Those guys are definitely in play for me. I don't love Drew Holiday. Etuan Moore at 4.1 does seem, if I had to play a third guy from New Orleans, I could get into Etuan Moore. DeMar DeRozan, love him in this spot at 7.6. Anytime you get DeMar DeRozan that cheap, bro, a guy that really shoots the ball well, I do like him. I do. And I think Kyle Lowry at 7.3 is in play as well. Even though the DVP doesn't look very friendly, I still think he's in play. Jonas at 4.7. He is so cheap. I've got to consider him in a spot. And this is a spot where I don't see him being sat down. I don't see them saying, yo, we can't play you, Jonas, because, I mean, it's not like the Pelicans are going to push the pace in such a way where it's going to run Jonas off of the floor the way Houston did last night. He only played 16 minutes. He should be fresh. Jonas, very solid player in my opinion. People are going to overlook him and not want to play him at all. But I like Valanciunas here. CJ Miles at 3.6. Definitely want to take another look at him. I'm going to look at if Jonas played them recently and what he's done versus the Pelicans. Yeah, he gets it in. He had 28 against them early in the season, 46 last year, and 36. Yeah, I like Jonas in this spot. That cheap, yeah. Especially after only playing 16 minutes. Okay, so yeah, Rondo is going to play in this game too. I believe Rondo is going to start this game. Rondo's going to start this game and play 16 minutes. And those are 16 minutes of Rondo that I'm not going to be fucking with that. I'm not at all. No. This game we got is going to be Chicago Bulls going to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder. Russell Westbrook at 10.8. I can't do it. I do like Paul George. He has been ripping it up lately. I've got him. My sights set on him. Carmelo Anthony's game time decision, especially if we got no Melo, I'm going to be all over Paul George. If there's no Melo, give me all the Paul George that I need. I think Jeremy Grant is going to be in play also if you don't see Melo on the spot. Raymond Felton, nah, I don't really love that. On the other side, I think Robin Lopez is in play here at 5.5. He is somebody that's definitely usable because, of course, remember, there's no Steven Adams here. So I do like Lopez, especially if marketing is out. I'm going to use Lopez. Chris Dunn at 4.9. Seems like somebody who I might be able to use here. I don't have a problem there at 4.9. Not a problem. Next game we got is going to be the Orlando Magic going to Portland to take on the Trailblazers, man. And this is a nice spot, bro. This is a lovely spot for Elfrid Payton. 6.7, yeah. I like him here. Aaron Gordon, yeah. Give me that. Don't really love Vucevic. He's at 7.1, so he's definitely playable. I would much rather take the discount and go with Nurkic at 6.7. Maybe grab a little Dame at 8.9. CJ is in play for me too. The pricing seems kind of soft on DraftKings, bro. Felton dropped 33 against Chicago last game, and Adams is out. The pricing seems soft as shit. It really does. So Shelvin Mack should not be starting at all here. So I think Elfrid Payton, maybe some Jonathan Simmons, Aaron Gordon are guys that I'm going to be looking at. Fournier, quite possibly could play him at 6.4. I wouldn't have an issue there, right? Last game on the slate is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers and the Los Angeles Lakers, of course. I'm not kidding. Joel Embiid, yes. Ben Simmons, fuck yes. I love Ben Simmons today. Robert Covington, he is playable at 6.3. I wish he was cheaper, but Dario Saric, yes, at 4.6. TJ McConnell, we need to know what's up with this because, okay, Fultz, Bayless, Stauskas, all of those cats are out. Then you can definitely take a look at McConnell off of the bench at 4.5. On the other side, Lonzo Ball, 7.2. I'd say he's playable. I mean, this is like Ben Simmons. They're both like kind of rookies. They want to play well against each other. Yeah, you could look to him. I wouldn't have an issue there. Brook Lopez, nah, I'm not doing it. Not even against Joel Embiid. We learned last time, bro. Who did Embiid play and like shut them down? That was a good center too. DeAndre Jordan. He just shut down DeAndre Jordan. Now the one issue here, okay, the one issue here is, can Brook Lopez draw Embiid away from the basketball shooting the deep 3-point shot? So I'm gonna highlight Brook Lopez and take a look at that. I am, and that should create more rebounding opportunities if that does happen for Covington. I mean for Saric and for Ben Simmons as well. So we're gonna take a look at that. Brandon Ingram at 5.6. I think that's a usable play as well. KCP at 5.1. Yes, KCP had a really nice game shooting the basketball last time out. So I think we can use him. And I don't love Julius Randle, but I'll highlight him. I always forget to lock in Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, me too. Me too. But and he's cheaply priced, man. 4.8. Especially if these guys don't get it going quickly, he comes off the bench. He's a real spark plug. So, yo, we've got our player pool locked in. These are all the guys that I like from top to bottom, man. So we're going to the highest salary guy here. The highest salary guy on the slate is Boogie, of course. I think Boogie or Giannis. Okay, Giannis, Boogie, then LeBron, Westbrook, Davis, Ben Simmons, Drummond, Porzingis. So this is a nice slate, bro. This is a really nice one. There's nobody really breaking the bank. You know, there's really nobody breaking the bank. So I like that, man. I like this one. This is gonna be a good one. We're gonna eat. We definitely gonna eat. I'm gonna look over on FanDuel really quick just to get a look at how some of those salaries look. See if you got any big salary discrepancies. See, Giannis is at 12. Like that makes I can't play you, bro. At 12K. Ben Simmons 9.8. Ooh. John Wall. So John Wall is 9.5. Okay. Dame 9.5. You know, the pricing is a little bit stricter on FanDuel today. Aldridge, Nurk, Kemba 7.8, Vooch 7.8. So this is on FanDuel. So this is gonna be a good one, man. I like this slate today. I really do. I really like this slate. We gonna eat. Let's get it in. All right. So, for the DFS Sweatshop, the friends and family, and the VIP, this is your host, the DFS Jerusalem. Follow me on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Thanking you so much for your thoughts, your prayers, and your happy birthdays, man. Let's go ahead and have a wonderful and profitable Wednesday night. If you want to be a part of what we do inside the Sweatshop and as it relates to building our lines, coming up with profitable shit, it's very simple, man. Go to the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. That is where we'll usher you into the very best Facebook group online. We can build some lines, make some money. We keep it real. We keep it honest. And we always, always keep it 300. Peace.